keep that energy going for the next comic, Sean, everybody.
I think your microphone is not handicap accessible. Well, you guys sure love public speaking, but most people don't. New York Times did a survey, asked people what their biggest fear was. Number one fear was public speaking. Guess what was number two? Death. Death was number two. So that means if you're going to a funeral, you would rather be in the box than on the stage giving the speech. I prefer to think outside the box. I'm 55 and I'm semi-retired, which is a kind of nice way of saying I've been out of work for 5 years. I've got resumes in the trunk of the car in case any of you are hiring tonight. No, I'm serious. Back to the host. I'm 55 and I'm single. It's a choice. It wasn't my choice. But when you live your life by the motto, happy wife, happy life, things sort of break down when the guy making her happy is the pool guy. And I take responsibility for some of it because I should have seen it coming. That guy was working for us almost every day at the house for 2 years. And, well, we didn't even have a pool. I'm single. I'm actually on good terms with my ex-wife. She's in the list of the top 2 favorite ex-wives that I have. I gave her 5 stars on Yelp. I was since I'm single, I was trying to get back into the dating game, and I was going to do some research. So I went on social media to see what the ladies were saying. I don't want to make the same mistakes. And they talk about the guys they're dating. They talk about the losers. This loser doesn't have a job. This loser doesn't have a car. That loser doesn't have health insurance. And I thought to myself, you know, I could be that guy. So I put all the information into the computer. No house, no car, sketchy health insurance. I sat back and waited for the computer to do its magic. And lo and behold, I got emails like crazy. Well, 50% of them were women saying, "Thank you for not wasting my time." But the other half were totally interested in how they could donate to my GoFundMe page. I take Zelle, Venmo, Cash App. We'll pass the hat around. I said I wasn't working, but I actually do work part-time. I provide remote IT assistance for the home office, which loosely translated means I help my mom with the remote control. But mom's getting better at technology. She's getting up in the middle of the night, and she's walking around in the dark, and I don't want her to fall. So I got her Alexa. And I said, "Mom, I got you Alexa." She said, "That's great. What color is it?" I said, "What color? What's that matter?" She said, "Well, never mind that. Where is it? In the driveway?" I said, "Mom, it's Alexa, not Alexis." I said, "Mom, watch this. Alexa, lights on." Lights come on. "Alexa, lights off." Lights go off. It's like magic. My mom says, "What? That's amazing." I said, "You try it." So we practiced that for 3 hours. About a week and a half later, I'm out with my friends, and I get a phone call from my mom. She says, "That thing you got me is not working. It's not turning on the lights. It's not listening to me." I said, "Mom, calm down. Does it have power?" She said, "Yeah, it's got a light." I said, "Are you saying the right words?" She said, "Yeah, I'll show you." I said, "All right, go ahead." She said, "Allegra, lights on." I said, "Mom, 3 hours. It's Alexa." She said, "Oh, let me try that." I said, "Go ahead, try it." She said, "Alexa, lights on." And there's a long pause. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I said, "Well, what happened? Did it work?" She said, "Well, I don't know. I'm not at home yet." My name is Sean. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Sean, everybody.